Hi everybody, Carmen here with Fresh Cut Flower Farm. I am growing in Zone 6B here in the state of Missouri. So we're entering into that time of year where we're hot and we're just overwhelmed with all the things that need done. I know for myself, I've got just seedlings that need to go into the ground. I've got beds that need flipped, and there's just not enough hours in the day and not enough energy in my body. So I'm just going to kind of give you a quick rundown of where I'm at right now as far as how everything is growing. So, okay, so right through here I've got some scabiosa, and on past that right there is some yarrow and then some dara up there. And then I've got a few sunflowers. Over here I've got cerinthe, I've got Indian summer rudbeckia, and all of the dianthus that needs to come out. I mean, you can see the weeds there. They've just taken over that portion of the bed. And yes, I'm overhead watering, and I'm not apologizing for that. It's what has to be done sometimes. So yeah, Lizzie's looking good. That's the Roseanne green here, Corelli 2 white, and then back behind that is the Advantage cherry rose maybe. And then I've got green mist down there. All these sunflowers need to come out. I know they kind of look pretty, but really they're not. Those are pro cuts that I've already cut, and all of that needs ripped out. That's just some side shoots that came out. And snaps have all been cut on there. They're pretty well petered out. All of that needs to come out. Basil coming in over there. Few more sunflowers there. That's atriplex there. Some yarrow that needs to come out. Snaps, they're just now coming on. I've got those poppies still need to come out. Snaps, cerinthe, just some other odd things there. And then back behind that in that bed, I've got some status, a big thing of atriplex. That is artemisia there. And then I've got just some celosia there, some more celosia, zinnia, a little bit of gomphrena, and then all back in there are my dahlias. And then I've got some pro cuts back there along with some sunfill, and then ageratum, gomphrena, and zinnias right through there. So I know that was super quick and you couldn't see anything very well, but that's just kind of the down and dirty of where things are at right now. And tonight, it's Thursday night. Usually I start harvesting for farmer's market on Thursday night. Well, actually, now that I have an old refrigerator, I kind of harvest all week long and just put everything in the fridge. But I think I'm going to mow down that dianthus bed, if my mower can handle it. I hope so. Otherwise, I'm going to have to be pulling all of that up and get that tarped, because the grass is starting to get kind of high in there. And as you can also see, let's turn around here. I started the process of mulching in between the rows here. I got almost halfway done and I ran out of cardboard. So my husband has access to a lot of cardboard, so he brought me some more home. And my goal is this weekend to get that project finished up. Once I get that done, then mowing between the rows will be just one less thing that I have to do. And I think probably this video will take place over a couple of days. And I'm hoping that by the end of the weekend, I can just feel like I'm kind of back in control of where everything is at with the flowers. I'm not a neat freak, but I like to at least feel like things are, like I can handle things. And right now things just feel a little bit out of control because there's so much to do. So. Okay, so this is just a twist tie roll that I found. I got it at Dollar General. It was $1, and this has been one of the handiest things that I have had for gardening. But as you can see, I just rolled it up and then I zip tied it, or not zip tie, but twist tied the roll together and then tied it to my post here. So it should be good and out of the way. Nothing should bother it. Well, let's see how the old mower does with this thing. See if it can mow that down. Do you think you could get your John Deere and mow this row down?
It's going to blow grass all over everything.
I'm fine with that. As long as it doesn't blow it on those flowers.
It's going to run over your...
Well, just set your thing high enough. I talked hubby into doing it with the riding lawnmower. So let's get you all out of the way. Yay! I'll still probably have to pull a few weeds, but that's okay. I can handle that. Oh my goodness, guys, that's one of those jobs that I have just been putting off and dreading, and I am so glad to get that ripped out. I just feel better all around. Oh, you see I've got drip irrigation right there. So we just set the mower high enough to where we could just mow right over that, and I'm going to leave it hooked up because what's down there still needs water. So I do want to get some of the sunflowers over there for market. Go ahead and get those cut so they don't get any bug damage. So we had a storm come through, and it brought the Japanese beetles with it. So I just come out, when I seen them, I just come out and brought a bucket of soapy water, and I just went to catching as many as I could. I spent a good amount of time on it, but since then I've not seen very many. So that is all that I'm going to get done tonight, and tomorrow night we'll come back out and hopefully we'll have some more stuff to cut. So I'll be back. All right, everybody, it's Friday, the night before the farmer's market, and so I'm going to get started harvesting. I've got Lisianthus that needs harvested. I'm going to look at the Rudbeckia, see how it looks. Last night it didn't look very good, so I'm not sure if I'm going to have any salvageable blooms. I've got Scabiosa, some Dara. What else? There's some green mist down there, sunflowers, and I've got a few snapdragons, and then some Auroch, Atriplex. That's easier to say. Okay. Oh, and status. I've got status too. So we did get a pop-up thunderstorm this morning. Got about half an inch of rain, so that's good. So from what I've read on the Lisianthus, a lot of times, or I guess all the time, the first bloom that blooms on the Lisianthus will die and then your buds open up. So what I have done is I've went through, not on all of them, but on some of them, went through and just cut off that first bloom so the buds would open up. And I think Lisa Mason Ziegler said that she lets 3 blooms open up and then she cuts. So that's kind of what I'm looking for as I go through here and see what is ready to cut. That's probably a usable stem. Very pretty. This is the Indian Summer. There's a few usable stems in here, so guys, if you're not growing Cerinthe, I highly suggest you give it a consideration for next year. It is really pretty and has, I've had very good vase life with it. So definitely one to possibly add to your seed starting next year. Okay, and on that note, it is starting to get dark and I need to get some stuff cut. I'd like to try and get everything cut before it does get dark. Don't think that's going to happen though. Probably out here with my headlight here in a little bit. So I'm going to finish cutting for tomorrow and then I will get back on here after market and I'll tell you how I did. All right, everybody, it is Saturday and I've been home from the farmer's market for a couple of hours. And I don't know what it is about the farmer's market, but every time I get home from the farmer's market, I just have this insatiable desire to take a nap. It's like I can't hardly even get home because I'm consumed with the thought of taking a nap. I don't know, do y'all ever feel that way? I guess I just wore out by the end of the day. But it's been a really nice day here. I mean, it's been warm, but it's been overcast and we even got some showers this morning. So I think while it's overcast, I'm going to work on getting cardboard put down and getting some of the tree mulch put down as well. All right, everybody, I come around to push stop on my recorder and realized that my storage was full, so it didn't record any of it. But really, we did not get a lot done. We just got some cardboard put down. Now the sun's coming out, it's sweating. But we got some cardboard put down and some of the tree mulch up. That was all the cardboard we have. It just takes a massive amount of cardboard to do projects like this. So you don't realize how much it takes. Keep plugging away at it little by little. It's all progress, and what's not covered I'll just continue to mow. I did mention yesterday that I would tell you how I did at the market. So today was my 5th market, and each market I do a little bit better. So this market I did $15 bouquets, and I sold 10 of those, so 150 there. And then I had some people just bought some single stems. I did do just a little jam jar posy. Someone bought one of those. And yeah, so it's getting better. Tomorrow I've got some stuff I've got some sunflowers and some sunfill. You can kind of see them right over there. Yeah, that need planted. If I don't get those done tonight, I'll probably get up and plant those before church in the morning when it's not as hot. I tell you, it's this time of year whenever you realize you need more underwear and bras because you're just going through them constantly. It's just, oh, it's so hot and sweaty now. But anyway, okay, I'll be back tomorrow. Bye. Well, it's Sunday now, and I did get the sunflowers and the sunfill planted last night, so that's checked off the list. And today there's just so much to do. It's really just a matter of prioritizing. One thing I'm going to try is I'm going to try direct seeding a succession of the Pro-Cut sunflowers and the sunfill, and then also some gypsophilia. I've not done the direct seeding before of any of the tender annuals, so I might regret it. Weeds may take over, but if the direct seeding does work, then that would just save me a lot of time. So I'm going to give it a try and we'll see what happens. So what I'm going to do is rip all of this out. This is old Pro-Cuts. There is a few side branchers that came up that kind of look okay, but I'm just going to go ahead and get everything ripped out. So I went through, I got all those old sunflowers out, I got it weeded, I put down I think 5 gallon buckets of compost across this portion of the bed, and then I went through and I direct seeded, and I had some leftover Pro-Cut Horizon, some Orange Excel, and Pro-Cut Red. So that's what I put in here. And then I put just the frost cloth over it to protect the seed from the birds getting it. And then nothing is planted down there, but I wanted to cover the soil just to prevent weeds. So I'll have some zinnias ready to go in this week, I think, that I'll probably put in there. So that's all I'm doing today. It is too hot out here. I've already had to go in a couple of times and just take a break and drink some water. I'm going to get my irrigation hooked up and get that going, and then maybe tonight I will come back out here after it cools off. I've got sunflowers that looks like they need to be cut. And that's it for this video, and I'm going to go inside, drink a nice glass of ice cold water, and just relax for a few hours because I am so hot, dangerously hot. So, all right guys, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.